Professional surf fishing with your host, Mr. Slap High Hook Jackson. Sponsored by the Jones Beach Fishing Station, Field 10, Jones Beach. Quality Pencil Poppers by the Guppy Lure Company. Saltwater's Tackle, Montauk Highway, West Iceland. Now, without any further ado, your host, Mr. Slap High Hook Jackson.
Hey there, friends and neighbors. This is your old pal Slap High Hook Jackson saying, you ain't living, not even a smidgen, if you ain't surf fishing. And let me tell you something, it's been hot out there. And I don't mean the fishing, I mean the weather. Oh man, I've been laying low. I mean, it's been so hot and humid. Anyhow, when I did get out there to fish, I did catch some fluke, I did catch some blues, and I did catch a Stargazer. And I'll show you some of that footage in just a moment. Now listen, we got a giveaway from our friends at Guppy Lure, so stick around. Those pencil poppers, man, they're like candy to big bluefish. And as you know, I'm not the only high hook out there. Well, just take a look at these guys.
The waves will come a-crashing, I'll be on the beach and casting, I'm high hook. When no one else is catching, I'm the only one with action, I'm high hook. Where the land meets the sea, that's where I'll be. Anywhere there's surf, that's my home turf. I was born high on a dune, on a high tide full moon, I'm high hook.
All right, so let's see what's been going on from August 1st to the 15th. Now, I went to Green Island, and there's bait there, so I fluked for a little while, but didn't get any fluke for the short time I was there, although I did see some getting caught, and I'll show you some footage of that. I kept my eyes out for the blues because there were birds working the bait there, but they never showed up while I was there. So I went down to Jones Inlet and I caught fluke and blues and even a Stargazer, and I'll show you some footage of that as well. You know, those Stargazers are ugly. I don't care what you say. Anyhow, I did check out Crab Meadow and Sunken Meadow, and there is bait up there, but there were no predators on them when I was there on 2 occasions. Now, where did all those sea robins go? And the snappers are just everywhere. All right, so let's take a look at my history. Now, from August 1st to the 15th, back in 2015, I fished 7 times. And in Sunken Meadow, I caught sea robins. Lido Beach, I caught fluke right in the ocean there, and snappers were everywhere. In 2014, I fished 6 times. Jones Inlet, I found fluke. Green Island, I found bass. They were mostly at night or just at sunset or dusk, and sometimes very early in the morning. Anyhow, Robert Moses, I worked the back bay there. There were plenty of fluke around, and snappers were almost everywhere. In 2013, the Green Island had blues coming by, and snappers were just everywhere. All right, so I came down here to Green Island. You can see that there's some birds out there. Every once in a while, they'll drop into the water, grab a piece of bait. I was hoping there'd be some predators come around, but it wasn't when I was there. Anyhow, take a look at this. This is the bait that was hanging out there. Alrighty now, I kept fluking it for a little while, looking out for the blues, but nothing materialized. Now look at this father and daughter.
All right, I'm down here at Green Island, and that's Sabrina and her dad. Your name, sir? All right, look at that. They got themselves a fluke. They're doing well today. Have a good day and good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
I think they're just having a little trouble lining everything up. Think about it. It's pretty wide. There's probably not a lot of slack space.
Yeah.
And from my estimation, people waiting on that bridge there could be waiting for a while.
They open it and they close it.
Oh, they close it again because the guy's not ready probably. He doesn't have it lined up or whatever.
All right, now you can see here that the barge is being helped into the passageway by the tugboat that's in the foreground. Now watch, he's going to gun his engines in backwards because he doesn't want to hit the bridge, and he's going to pull back. All right, look at the work they got here. Now you see that other tugboat at the end of the barge, right behind that pipe there. That's the one that's pushing forward. Now this tugboat here that was assisting, he's going to race around to the front of the bridge, and he's going to want to push it to the, to the south. So check the way this guy works. This guy's pretty much an expert. It was interesting the way they got that big barge right through that passageway, and there can't be much space in there left over. Well, just take a look at this now. Now I'm going to run over to the other side of the bridge so I can see as they come out. You could see that tugboat is right in the front there, and he's pushing and he's pushing and he's pushing to get that big barge to go to the south. Make a right-hand turn coming out of the bridge. I'll tell you something, those guys were really working like beavers, and they did a good job, and no damage, no problem, no nothing, and it was a tight fit. Really was interesting. Now, only you can prevent litter. Don't litter. Take a look at this. I'm down there at Green Island. That's on the floor. The water bottle, the other water bottle, more porgy rigs. I'm telling you, this is fishermen. Clean up. This is a disgrace. All right, Saltwater's Tackle, they're conveniently located just a quarter-mile east of the Robert Moses Expressway. Right on Merrick Road, it's easy in, easy off. They got all sorts of tees and fishing apparel, whether you need something from Stormer. Tell you, they got a great selection of everything. Hey, this November, they got a catch and release tournament going on. You got to check it out. You got to get to the store. You got to sign up. Let me tell you something. They got a great array of lures and bait, so make sure you stop by Saltwater's Tackle. Hey, don't forget about Guppy Lures. If your surf bag doesn't have Guppy Lures in it, you're going to miss out on some nice top water action. They got a variety of lures in all sorts of different colors and whatnot, all quality made right here in the USA.
All right, this is Jones Inlet, and I don't know if you can see, but way out there are some birds, and they've been hanging around, going back and forth. My feeling is that there's bait out there, but there's no predators on them to push it to the surface. So while I'm fluking here, I'm keeping an eye on these birds. Who knows? Maybe something will erupt and I can get in on it. You never know. All right, I'm down here at Jones Inlet, and you can see I'm using a lead head with some gulp on it. And this beautiful fish, a Stargazer, took my bait. Look at that. Man, when he hit me, I thought he was a big fluke. But, oh, listen, even the babies are ugly. Ugly! Well, let's get them back in the water nonetheless. All right, I'm down here at Jones Inlet. I got this nice little short fluke. And I'll tell you, it seems to be quiet. I don't see many sea robins, which, in a way, is a nice break, Hopefully some more of these fluke will show up and a little bigger. All right. As I was hoping, the blues showed up, and they're crashing the bait over here, and they finally came within reach. How do you like that? All righty, this guy spit the hook. Let's get him back in the water. Let's see what else is out there. Easy there, fella. All righty, I'm down here at Jones Inlet. And using my lead head with gulp, I got this little fluke here. Back in he goes, folks.
Back in 2015, I fished 10 times at Jones Beach. Man, I got into this cow nose ray. It took line. I thought it was the bass of my dreams. But what can I tell you? It was this cow nose ray. It was big. It was tough. Oh, man. I thought it was a great fish. Anyhow, I went to Robert Moses, and there was fluke there and sea robins back in 2015. Crab Meadow had bluefish, and the snappers were everywhere. In 2014, I fished 7 times. Robert Moses had big bluefish coming on the ocean side, and I stood there for many days hoping to get into some big bluefish. They were just wonderful. In 2013, I fished 8 times. Green Island had short fluke. Field 10 had sand sharks, and the snappers were just about everywhere. All right, folks, don't forget the Jones Beach Fishing Station has its Kids Snapper Shootout on Saturday, August 27th. Now, let me tell you something. If you're a kid or an adult, you're going to have a great time. We always do there at the Jones Beach Fishing Station.
All right, friends, you know, your best bet out there is probably snapper fishing. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, they're out there, they're hungry, the kids have a great time. You don't have to have any casting distance. This is wonderful to snappers. They really are, and kids love to go snapper fishing. Well, as you know, the Jones Beach Fishing Station on Saturday, August 27th has a kids snapper shootout. All right, you can't go wrong on the piers over there. They got the bathrooms, the Jones Beach Fishing Station. It's Field 10, Jones Beach. Now, we have a winner for our 2-ounce pencil popper from Guppy Lures. And let me tell you something, this kind of pencil popper is like candy to big bluefish. It really is. And our winner is San Francisco Giants number 25. That's right, San Francisco Giants number 25. Congratulations to you. Remember, my friends, practice catch and release as often as you can. And when I see you on the beach, say hello. I'll get you on the show.
I was born high on a dune, not a high tide full moon. I'm high hook. There ain't no denying that when the fish are frying, I'm high hook. Where the land meets the sea, that's where